Wake up early, feel the thrill. Got my Pokeballs and real hefty on a hunt, you know the deal. For Aerodactyl flying free. Breathe the sun high in the sky. Gotta catch that Swoobat high through the caves and cliffs so high. Shiny friends that we will try. Shiny hunt will never yield. Shiny dreams become so real. Aerodactyl Swoobat too. Shiny hunts we will pursue. And the things that we will try. Shiny hunt will never yield. Shiny dreams become so real. Aerodactyl Swoobat too. Shiny hunts we will pursue.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you all. Welcome on in, Phantom, Ron G, the OG, Sir Fernando, the Fondue King. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you all. Mystic Emerald, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. I am doing well myself, and I'm ready to do some shiny Pokemon hunting. Why don't you guys join me? Let me get the music turned on, and we'll get going. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a great weekend. Fernando, so good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. What's shaking, hefty bacon? What's up, Big Cheese? Good to see you. I just got back from camp yesterday and heating up some breakfast now. Nice. What are we having for breakfast? Come on. Turn on. 700 eggs and still no shiny Absol. What even is the deal with that? You know, I got this rhythm down with the controllers yesterday, and now I feel like I have to start over. Breakfast sandwiches, eggs, cheese, and sausage. That's exactly what I had for breakfast. What the hefty? So, Big Cheese, I did watch episode 5 of The Acolyte, and I thought it was good. I'm a little confused now, though. Again, I'll just remind you, I am not like I don't know everything there is to know about Star Wars. Basically, just the TV shows and the movies. There was somebody in Kem's chat on Wednesday saying something to the effect of this show was like rewriting history, like they were changing, like whatever. And I'm not picking up on that. I don't understand what they're talking about. Eating banana and sipping your coffee. Oh, that sounds amazing, Fernando. But yeah, just based off of the TV shows and movies, I don't really understand why someone would say they're changing things. It's raining. Ugh. It rained here like all day yesterday, and it's really overcast today. I was really hoping to get some yard work done this weekend, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because of the term Sith? Well, see, I don't know. Well, you'll have to DM me some details about that later. I didn't get the impression like they came up with the term Sith in that episode. 11,840 resets for Suicune on your reclamation quest. You'll get it, Fernando. I am so impressed by your tenacity and patience. Come on. Come on, come on, Swoobat. So 33% of you think we're going to get Aerodactyl first. 33% of you think we're going to get Swoobat first. And 33% of you think the first thing that's going to shine is my bald head in the summer sun. We got an even split. Yeah, I feel the game will put you through 20k after you failed at 3.3k. Well, you're not at 20k yet. Don't let yourself get in that mindset. Like, be aware it can happen, but don't assume that's what's going to happen. That guy knew nothing about anything. He was reading some Rage Nerd. Gotcha. Okay. All right. That makes sense to me. But yeah, I think it's good. I will say, Cheese, and I'm going to say this in code because I don't want to give away any spoilers to anybody. I was not surprised by the twist. I figured out the twist in the last episode. I thought it was pretty obvious. Yesterday was the Elite Raids for Mega Rayquaza. Unfortunately, it was in person only, not with Raid Pass. I saw that the Rayquaza raids were going on. I didn't bother. I never have anybody here locally to help out, and yeah, especially if it was local only, it just wasn't going to happen. So everyone, okay, I hoped so. I hoped everyone figured that out because, like I said, I thought it was pretty darn obvious. I do feel like Cheese, though, in the reveal in episode 5, like, it felt like he went to the gym for like 6 straight months in between episodes 4 and 5. That force pull, yeah. Yeah, that force pull. But so I'm caught up on Acolyte. The goal today is to... I don't think I'm going to get completely caught up on House of the Dragon, but I'm going to watch a few more episodes, and then I want to start the bear. Jaw drops, right? Yeah, I got some more thoughts on it, Cheese. I'll DM you later, some specifics that, just things I thought were interesting or funny. And one thing that I kind of rolled my eyes at, but, you know, that's to be expected. A solitary eye roll does not a bad show make, you know what I mean? In the Atlantic Ocean, there's a major hurricane out there. Oof. Well, I hope you stay safe, Phantom. I know where you're at can get the brunt of those sometimes. No way! Your Japanese leaf ring came in and it had the shiny Kangaskhan from the Safari Zone. What are you gonna do with that? I feel like you have to keep it just for preservation's sake, even if you don't claim it as like part of your shiny dex. The Dragon Masters captured the Black Serpent with 96 IVs. Has also gathered what all is needed to cause its Mega Evolutions. Congratulations, Mino. Congratulations on the shiny Mega Rayquaza. And 96 IVs. That's insane. Congratulations. You want to send it up, but it feels wrong to take out the cartridge. Yeah, but if you don't take out the cartridge, you can never play it, right? Or at least not your own save file. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Fernando. I don't know what I would do. Do you have a second system and a Japanese fire red Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Got on the last raid, which is very clutch because you only barely got to do it. That's awesome, I know. Congratulations. I was trying my best to get a shiny Grimer yesterday. Shiny Party Hat Grimer, which I haven't gotten yet, but I did get something else that I was really excited about. Maybe other people won't care, but for me, I was just super, super excited. I did get this. I was just randomly clicking on things, and the Torchic was shiny, so I was very happy. Trade into your English Fire Red for sure. Just don't know if you'll send it to Gen 4 and 5 games. I gotcha. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I didn't realize that you could transfer between English and Japanese, but yeah, I guess that makes total sense. I don't know why I would have thought that. Yeah, shiny Chicky. I also did manage to get a shiny Meltan this morning. So I now actually have one for Pokemon Go. All the shiny Meltans I've gotten in the past, I've transferred out. So this baby's just going to stay in the game. You named it Toothless. Perfect. I love that Mino. Mewtwo, good morning. Boo what? What are you booing? Oh, you want the Meltan. You'll get it. You love my bald head in the summer sun? Thank you. Thank you, Mewtwo. Appreciate that. For all those of you that are deeply invested in my giant comic book project, I know there's a ton of you out there that are just waiting with bated breath for any updates. I did the plunge, and last night I started working on SP for Spider-Man, and amongst other things. And I got through it, and I got through the T's. So I'm now A through T, all done. The next up is U, which is gonna stink, because that includes all of the Uncanny X-Men. How am I liking it so far? What? How am I liking what so far? My comic book project? I mean, it's a combination of backbreaking work and OCD bliss. Finally, after so long, getting all my comics organized correctly. I've thrown out the idea of all my previous organization tactics, and now I'm just doing all my Marvel comics alphabetically. I used to do it by category, like Supernatural, Cosmic, Spider-Man, X-Men. Now they're all just alphabetized. Come on, Swoobat. You better get here before the pincer. Whew. Also, Big Cheese might be interested in this. I separated out and put to the side all my Star Wars comics. After Disney bought Star Wars, and then after Disney bought Marvel, Marvel started doing Star Wars comics for the first time since like the early 80s. Dark Horse Comics was doing them for a long time, but then Marvel got the publishing rights back. And so they've done two mega series. They're working on the second mega series right now. The first mega series took place between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and the current series that they've been running for the last few years has been what happens between Empire and Return of the Jedi, along with a whole bunch of other stuff like Mandalorian comics, Obi-Wan comics, other things, including Thrawn. Geez, I realized when I was going through my comics yesterday, I still have a copy of the first issue of uh, Ron, which apparently is worth a decent amount of money. Yeah, the comic project, like, yeah, I mean, it's going well. It's going well. Like, you know, every Monday morning I wake up sore because my body is old, but it's so worth it. I'm happy to finally get them all organized. Would, you bought the Question Omnibus 1 and 2, what all is included in that? I'm assuming you like that Black Label series so much you went and got some more Question comics. I'm honestly not too familiar with him, other than that one series you and I both picked up and the stuff I've seen from the cartoons and everything. What are you thinking? What a glorious alien. He truly is. Yeah, I thought that Black Label series was really good. Oh, come on, Swoobat. You like how a bubblegum company was like, how do we make it unique? And someone said, let's wrap the wrapper in a comic. Talking about old Bazooka Joe. You know what? I never even thought of that. That might be the start of my infatuation with comic books. Because I remember getting them Bazooka Joe bubblegums with little comics inside. And yeah, the comics were great. It really covered up the chalky taste of the gum. All right, come on, shiny Pokemon, show up. We did go over odds on the tree. We went under odds on the cherries, but we went over odds on total encounters. So I got a feeling we might get one of these under odds, which would be pretty sweet. First, you like the cover art by Dennis O'Neil, but now you're really invested in the series. That's really cool. Yeah, Dennis O'Neil is a classic artist. Did a lot of great work for DC. A lot of Batman stuff, too. He's like one of those artists that you don't know the name, but if you see some of the artwork, you're like, oh, he did that piece. Okay. Clocky, what's going on? Good morning, Clock Daddy. Amber, good morning. How you doing? How you doing, Scorpion Queen? I love waking up with all you guys. What a great way to start the day. I know for some of you, it might be like the middle of the afternoon, it might even be the evening, but for me, it's the morning, and you guys are literally the first people I've talked to today. Other than my mom, I just realized. So, it's not true. You are literally the second people I've talked to today. We're so excited you got that Scroopy. It's so beautiful, Amber. I'm so proud of you. I gotta whistle a few times for the Swoobat to run into me. We realized yesterday, or maybe everyone else did, and I was just slow to the and that you gotta woo the Swoobat. Your mom's back on the station. You had lunch with her yesterday. Oh, that's awesome, Fernando. 1, how's she doing? 2, what did you guys eat? All right, come on, Aerodactyl. So with the Aerodactyl, I know it's obviously purple as opposed to gray, but with my, like, the way I look at it, like, with the possible lighting and stuff, like, the best way I can tell if it's shiny or not is I look at the underside of the wings. What about you guys? Would you be able to tell right away from the gray to purple transition, or would you have to look at the wings? Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. How are you? Yeah, Swoobat can throw some good punches. She's so tan. All that time in Puerto Rico got her looking like an islander again. It had some yummy cinnamon sugar crepes and tea. That's lovely. I love that. That's amazing. You're so fancy. Cinnamon sugar crepes and tea. Pinky's out, I'm assuming. Half depending on what you look at first. Yeah, I'm just focusing directly on the wings because that's where I'm not going to question it at all. I feel like if I just look at the skin, like I could possibly question it. Bello Hassan, how are you? And for the Swoobat, what I'm looking at to see if it's shiny is everything. Like this whole area. Always Pinky's out. You getting your nails done today? You're gonna look so pretty, Amber. Tired but good. I think you and I are in the same boat, Hassan. We're twins. I've been so bad lately about staying up past my bedtime on Saturday nights. I didn't get to bed last night until after 1. You heard an argument, you need my opinion? Let's hear it. Right, Lobo? He always has the best food recommendations. Lobo, what have you been up to, man? How's life going? How you living? When you use soap, is the soap slick or is the water slick? The soap. Water by itself is actually not that slick. Soap makes the water slick. Exactly, Amber. Yeah, I think that's probably a better way to put it. Or, yes, yes. Water makes the soap slick. You're doing a great job, Amber. But once on your body, what's slick, the soap or the water? The soap. That's my answer. I'm not a scientist. I could be wrong, but that's my gut reaction. You wrote with your right hand for no reason day, and you look. I looked like an L. Oh my goodness. Coffee and scrambled eggs. That sounds fantastic, Lobo. You did something amazing for the first time. You, that stupid heart. You got your first ever Meltan box. That's awesome. Going for the shiny Meltan. I got lucky. I got one this morning. So now I have one in Pokemon Go forever. All the shiny Meltans I've got in the past, I've traded out of the game or transferred out. This one's gonna stay in there. But that's awesome, Phantom. What do you think of the Meltan box? I think it's pretty cool. Especially now that the event's going on, it refreshes every 24 hours. It's pretty neat. Swoobat Shiny is just... Husky, I couldn't agree with you more. Do you get more Meltans moving or sitting? I think it's... I don't... Unless they've changed it, I know that, like, pre-COVID, mid-COVID, post-COVID, there were some changes with how things like that worked. I don't think it makes a difference. What I do think that matters is they respawn quicker if you catch them. So, like, if I, like, click on one and it's not shiny and I just exit the battle and let it sit, it'll sit for a while until it disappears and another one spawns in. But if I see it and I click on it and I catch it, like, another one will spawn in almost right away. Alright, Mewtwo says that moving makes them spawn faster. I trust Mewtwo. Imagine being wed. Good morning, Mr. Shinies. Getting to call you Mr. Shinies now. 60 miles a week now? Dang! Feeling like Machamp ready for the race. I'm so proud of you, Fernando. I wish I had your, you know, everything. Call me Mr. Worldwide. No. No, I'm not going to do that. She didn't run. Oh man, there's so many jokes I want to make, but I feel like one, it's a family-friendly stream, and two, I should leave you alone. One controller, two. I'm using actually a total of 3 Joy-Cons is what I'm using. I'm using the right Joy-Cons to start and reset the game. I'm using the left Joy-Con on the bottom switch in order to whistle at Swoobat. It was an amazing night. You're either still intoxicated or you've avoided a hangover. Pretty insane. I would... Okay, yeah, I guess after party. I was going to say you shouldn't have gotten intoxicated at your wedding, but yeah, I guess after party. What time did you get to sleep? Was it like 2 hours ago? Thank you to the new subscriber. You have money for a Pokemon game? You get a current one or wait for Legend Z? Well, Husky, let me ask you this. Is it possible that you could save up the same amount of money again between now and, like, this time next year? If you'd be able to, like, save up for another game over the next year, I would say go ahead and get a current one and then start saving up for Legend Z. If you don't think you're going to be able to save up that money over the next year, I would say, yeah, hold on to it and wait for Legend Z. Yeah, because I would say that probably the earliest Legend ZA is going to come out is going to be like next February, March, around that time period, maybe even into next summer. So yeah, there's that. Loops, what's going on, Loops? Jeez, you know the answer to that. Of course it's okay. Look, I may be a Pokemon streamer, but first and foremost, I'm a YouTube fan. I like watching channels, all sorts of channels. So I'm totally fine talking about other YouTube channels, as long as it's not like, hey, they're live right now. Everyone should leave Hefty alone and go watch them instead. The one they put out yesterday, no, I didn't see that one yet. What, oh wait, hold on. I saw the notification though. Isn't it something about, let me take a look here. Oh, the Gen 10 rumors? Current shiny odds, I have the shiny charm in both games, so each one of these resets is a 1 in 1,365 chance. If it's about leaks, don't trust anyone anymore, not after the direct fiasco. The direct fiasco? I didn't hear about that. Spill the beans. Give me the tea. Isn't that what the kids are saying now? Give me the tea, Clocky. Loops, I'm doing well, buddy. How you doing? Oh, that, yeah, Clocky. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I thought you meant the Nintendo Direct from a couple weeks ago. Doing good. Gonna meet some of your friends for some drink and watch the England game. Nice. I hope you enjoyed that cricket match. Maddie, hello. Good to see you. No, I'm with you, Clocky. I'm with you. I thought there, well, because I know that the reason I asked was, hold on, I can't collect my thoughts. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still working on my first coffee. Okay. So anyway, whenever Nintendo Directs come up, there's always a lot of unfounded excitement about things that aren't going to happen. And I know one of the big things was everyone was assuming that the Nintendo Direct was going to have something to do with the Switch console successor, and even Nintendo straight up said we're not talking about that. And yet there were still a ton of people that are saying that they were going to talk about it, and then a lot of people that were upset they didn't talk about it. I didn't know if that's what we were talking about. Eggs, sausage, bacon, butter, grits mixed. Maddie, that sounds delicious. That sounds like something that Hefty Grandma would have made. 15 likes. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you guys so much. I guess that means we need a new like goal. But yeah, Clocky, you're right. I was there during the Pokemon Presents in HTV's stream, and when that Legends EA trailer came on, the look on his face was just absolute like shock. Like, what the heck is this? No one saw that one coming. But yeah, I'm with you. I've never been big into like the leakers and everything to begin with, but I just feel like over the last year, it's gotten really bad between the incorrect leaks about what new Pokemon games they were going to announce, all the screw ups with the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet. You know, all the legends will be returning. You can shiny hunt all the legends. Enamorus is going to be one of the legends. There was just way too much information that was just absolutely false. You know, typically in the past, I feel like they've gotten like maybe 50 to 60% right. I mean, they just got pretty much everything wrong this time. I just feel like I feel like with those leakers, those big leakers that like make a living out of that content, when they don't have a lot of actual leaks that they've received or news they've received from reliable sources. They feel like they have to put out some sort of content, so they take educated guesses and post it as a leak, if you know what I mean. Like, I certainly would have believed that all of the returning legendaries were going to be shiny huntable, because they always have been. So, I mean, I'm very disappointed that's not the case, but that's totally... If I had to make an educated guess, I would have said yes, they will be shiny huntable. So I get why they said it, but yeah, it just makes me feel like they're just throwing stuff out there just to stay relevant. And that's my first rant of the day. I think we got up to 4 or 5 rants yesterday, so I think we're on par to hit that again. Come on, Swoobat. We are only 4 subs away from my sub goal for the day. I'd like to get to 1740 today. So if there's anybody out there that you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you like the content, maybe for some reason you enjoy my ramblings, think about hitting that subscribe button. And Maddie, thank you for the like. Aerodactyl is winning with 52% of the vote so far. Something you said that you've heard me pivot against, and gonna see my thought on it. Do you want to talk about it now? I got no problem with you just mentioning what it is. I mean, I love Maddie to death, but yeah, him and I do disagree on some things. Rant sounds like kept you dropping some facts. I mean, you know, maybe. That's one way of looking at it. Something about ZA and the potential path it's taking. What would that be? It's about the EVs. Well, I mean, I'm still waiting on 10 more EVs, personally. How long have I been doing this hunt? This particular hunt I've been doing... Today's the second day. I did do 200 Aerodactyl checks last Saturday, but yesterday was the first day we added in the Swoobat. So, I'm going to say this is the second full day. Yeah, last weekend we got the Cherubi that I was hunting for, and then for the rest of the stream we started on Aerodactyl. And I know my opinion is not a popular opinion. I know that there's a lot of people in the community that rail against this idea, but my OCD, my collector mentality says, Game Freak started this, they should end this. They have taken a Pokemon, Eevee, and given it 8 evolutions, each evolution being a different type of Pokemon. We got water, electric, fire, psychic, dark, grass, ice, and fairy. They started it, they need to finish it, they need to do evolutions of the other types. If they refuse to do that, then they need to do that with the Regis. And no one in the world agrees with me on that. Everyone says, enough with the Eevees, enough with the Regis. I'm sick of them. And I say, I want a complete collection. How cool would a bug-type Eevee be? I think that'd be pretty cool. You can have, like, antennas and, like, compound eyes. Be like a weird, like, lime, almost neon green. I agree, Fernando. They did my boy dirty. Nobody complains over trios, so maybe they should make more of those for elemental, like Weather Trio. I think that's a good idea. You know what's funny is that there's very few trios left. I don't know if you can count the birds as a trio anymore now that they got the Galarian forms. The beasts are still a trio. The Reggie trio has now become a sextet. The Lake trio is still a trio. The Swords of Justice has 4. The genies are now 4. There's nothing in Gen 5, or there's nothing in Gen 6. Gen 7, the Tapus were a quartet. There's nothing in Gen 8. Gen 9, what are they called? The Chinese ones. I forget what they're called. That's a quartet. Whatever happened to a good old-fashioned trio? I seriously think the Beast and the Lake Trio are the only trios left. Game Freak being lazy, you can never tell with how great the games have been recently. Zen, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Lysic, what's up? The hunt's going well. I'm enjoying this hunt, actually. I thought it was going to be a little more frustrating with the fact that I have to whistle repeatedly at Swoobat to get the encounter. But I can do that while I'm waiting for the Aerodactyl to run into me, so it's not too bad. Then, my boy, so glad to see you. Okie dokie, Fezzipity, and Monkey Dory, but Clocky. And I'm not saying this as a fact, I'm saying this for a discussion. Would you include Pekka Runt in that, as you would, say, Caldeo in the Swords of Justice? I honestly don't know. Maybe Okie dokie, Fezzipity, and Monkey Dory is a trio. And Pekka Runt's by itself. Zen, I got through SP yesterday and T. So A through T is done now. I don't know, they're being controlled by Pekka Runt, so sure. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm kind of like leaning towards at the moment. Like, if you would have asked me after Teal Mask, I would have said, yeah, it was absolutely a trio. And then after the epilogue post Indigo Disc, I was like, oh, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's another one of these things where it's like a trio, but with a 4th member mythical. I don't know. How long did that take? Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, because my Spectaculars and my Spider-Mans were already in order. All I really had to do was grab my Spider-Gwens, Spider-Man Unlimited, Spider-Man 2099s, and, like, you know, some random, like, Spider-Man one-shots, and put them in order. So the vast majority of it already was in order. I just had to put it into a different box. So, yeah, it didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Probably took about... To pull them all out of the other boxes, and then organize them, put into the new boxes, probably about a little over an hour. You're planning to read Spider-Man 2099 soonish? You know, the original series, I didn't read that much. I got, like, the first issue when it came out, like I did with all the 2099 comics. And I got a few random issues here and there. But I didn't read too close. I think that was... Who wrote that? That was, I don't think the original series was done by Peter David. I mean, I heard it's really good. I just didn't read too much of it. Also, yesterday I randomly got a shiny Torchic and Pogo, which I was excited about. They are known as the Loyal 3. You know what? I'm willing to accept them as a trio for now, but I want to get some clarification down the road. There's been a few series then. The issues I have are from the Spider-Verse era, around like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. Shiny Joltik and Go. Congratulations, Husky. That's awesome. Can we get some hype for Husky? Getting a shiny Joltik. Time to do a shiny arrow in every possible game. 2, 6, 7, 8. You can do 1, 3, 4, 5. Do it. And good luck with Gen 9, right? Love the Pokemon collection in the back. I hope today that you will be blessed with something. Alexander, thank you very much. Right back at you. All the blessings to you as well. So I've been hearing rumors the last few months, and that's all they are, rumors, not leaks, just rumors, speculation, if you will, about there possibly being a third DLC, maybe, partially to hold us over until Legends ZA. What do you guys think? Is there any possibility of there being a third DLC for Scarlet and Violet? Any chance? Are we ever going to find out what was up with the top right corner of the map? Big Cheese says no. You can see them doing that, Fernando. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be upset about it. Maybe, but you would be excited. This has not been your favorite gen, has it, son? You're curious if ZA will be connected to Gen 9 like Legends Arceus to Gen 8. I'm sure there'll be some sort of connection, whether it's story-wise or just a literal connection, meaning like, transferable stuff. You like Sword and Shield more? I do too. I do too. I do think there were a lot of great things about Scarlet and Violet. I liked the story, which I think a lot of people did. A lot of people, even people that didn't like Scarlet and Violet very much, a lot of them will admit that the story was pretty good. I actually did like the open world aspect. I know a lot of people thought that it was not very great, but I thought they did a decent job with it. Is the shiny hunting too easy? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there's still some difficult hunts, 3-family household, but for the most part, yeah, the shiny hunting is a little too easy for me. I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold on. Before I continue, I have to make a huge apology. A huge apology? A huge apology. I was getting way too caught up in telling my own stories. I completely missed that I love my new jacket, first off, is here. And second, got 2 shiny Meltan today on Go. Congratulations, I love my new jacket. And I am so sorry that it took me so long to see that message. You have 240 hours in Scarlet? That's a decent amount of time. That's a good amount of time. I don't know if this would be the answer, but I'm one of those people that I think it would be interesting to see what would happen if they left the overworld shinies in Scarlet and Violet but switch the base odds back to 81.92. Hope your coffee is Chef's Kiss today, and your new hat is stars. Thank you so much, Amber, for the $2 dono. Can we get some hype in the chat for Amber? I think they did great with Pokemon colors and textures. Story is fun. It was cool to try a new gimmick with Terra. That's about it. You know what? That's a good point for now. The textures are amazing. Look at any metal Pokemon and tell me that it did not look glorious in Scarlet and Violet. And some of like the reptilian textures, right? Like your Seviper and Ekans and stuff like that, seeing the scales and all that was really good. And although it absolutely stunk for shiny hunting, it was like the bane of existence for shiny hunting. I give them a lot of props for all the work they put into the lighting effects. Leo, welcome in and thank you for the like. Moving textures of Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, the textures are just absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness gracious, that scared me. There's a notification coming through. Thank you again, Amber. I kind of feel like they overcorrected. Like Scarlet and Violet, or I'm sorry, Sword and Shield didn't really have any shiny hunting methods other than Masuda and then, you know, like Dynamax Adventures when the DLC came out. But it was basically just like either 1 in 4096 or 1 in 1365. That's all you get. And I think they kind of overcorrected that in Gen 9. I think they made too many shiny hunting... I shouldn't say too many shiny hunting methods. I'm fine with the sandwiches. I'm fine with the outbreaks. I think they overcorrected by dropping the odds so much. Because like dropping the odds along with overworld encounters, it's going to cause some issues. You know what I mean? I think the release of new Zelda game definitely hurt too. Yeah, especially when you look at the two compared side by side and you're like, okay, so why does Tears of the Kingdom run smoothly and Scarlet and Violet is glitchy as heck? Or at least in my case, I wasn't so much that I ran into a lot of glitches as much as I did just lag. I saw a lot of videos on glitches in Scarlet and Violet, and they were kind of funny to watch, but I'm like, well, that's never happened to me. I don't know. I kind of feel like that happened to one person, and now you're trying to reproduce it. They gave us total freedom, and that was not Pokemon-like. That's true too. That's true too. You know, for the first several generations, linearity was a big part of the game. 100. Leo, are you a Reggie? Reggie Leo. Actually, it does sound like a Pokemon name. What type of Pokemon would a Reggie Leo be? You know what's funny though? I've been struggling to play through Diamond. I've been struggling to play through a Gen 5 game in my free time. I fired up Fire Red on Friday just to see what was going on in my save state, see where I was, and I ended up spending 2 hours playing it, just like it was nothing. I think I could play Gen 3 just forever. You were just scrolling and found me again. Well, welcome back, Alexander. You were under a map one time and there's just water and textures of the Paldean. This guy, I've seen that. I've definitely seen that. Very laggy for you personally. Game Freak should have explored the potential idea of going back to 2D like Octopath Traveler because 3D isn't running well. Yeah, I prefer the 2D, honestly. Gen 3 is a lot of fun. Shaman! I like Shaman. One of the few mythicals I have in a Premier Ball. You'll stay for a bit? Yeah, make yourself comfortable, Alexander. You're always welcome here. You want remakes of the oh D makes the 3D games. Yeah, I'd be down with that. I've seen some cool stuff like Radical Red. I haven't played too much of it. I've watched a lot of videos, and it's pretty neat. You know, going back to like basically the Gen 3 graphics, but including like all the generations. You know, some of the sprites look really neat. Shiny Zero Aura. Well, I do have the Shiny Zero Aura from the Sword and Shield giveaway from a few years ago. I love Shiny Zero Aura. I actually like Shiny Zero Aura more than regular Zero Aura. I think the Shiny and the regular sprites should have been switched. You've been enjoying trying out OG Masuda in Gen 4? I've never done that. I've never done OG Masuda. And unfortunately now I don't think I'll ever have an opportunity. Mighty Munchkin, hello. You too? Nice, Alexander. Yeah, I think Zero Aura, the Shiny is just super awesome. Get back here, Swoobat. So it's like sometimes I gotta call Swoobat twice, sometimes I gotta call Swoobat 3 times. Finished your Marvel Legends X-Men collection. Only need a few like Iceman, Cable, Psylocke, Archangel, and a couple of others. Oh my gosh, Zen, you gotta send me pictures, man. You gotta send me pictures. I used to be huge into the figures. Like all like the 90s Toy Biz figures and then some of the early Legends stuff. And then when Hasbro took over some of the Legends, I mean, you might remember back in the day, I used to have a shelf of Legends right there before I started getting too many plushes. Some of the 3¼ inch figures, but like I had to stop, man. It was one thing back in the day when action figures were like $5. Now you can't get an action figure for like less than $20, and I can't do it because I would lose my house. What's my favorite shiny? My favorite shiny, believe it or not, is Shiny Stuffle. I think Shiny Stuffle is just like the best shiny ever. And it's an adorable Pokemon too, because it's a little stuffed teddy bear that's got a tag on its butt. And what's cuter than a tag on a butt? Good old butt tag. They're expensive. Yeah, they are. I mean, I love them. I love them, but like I'd have to give up one of my other collections or hobbies if I wanted to get back into that, and I don't want to. Trying to find a Polaris under $50 is impossible. That's the other thing. Like, I'm not saying there was never, like, scarce figures back in the day. There always was, like, you know, Toys R Us or whatever would get, like, a box or crate in, you know, with action figures, and that wave might have like in the box might have like 10 Wolverine figures, 6 Cyclops figures, 6 Magneto figures, and like 3 Polaris, or something like that. But I feel like between the increased costs, like MSRP costs, and then scalpers, not resellers, cheese, but scalpers. I think it's gotten a lot harder to get those collections. Shiny Stuffle is bun. Is that a good thing? I hope it's a good thing. You know what I'm trying to say, Cheese? Whenever I talk about things like that, I'm never talking about you. I'm talking about people that don't have morals. People that will create an artificially inflated demand, and that's not you. You are not. You're a reseller. You're not a scalper. How was Ray Day? Well, Mino got a shiny 96 IV Mega Rayquaza, which is pretty awesome. Oh, stop it, jeez. You're not. You're fair. You see, you do fair market value. That's the difference. You do the research, on what a fair market value price would be, and then that's how you make your money. As opposed to buying up all of everything and coming up with what you think the price should be and forcing people to pay that. Good morning, Joyce. You only got energy and the Ray Ray's IVs were bad? I'm sorry, Mighty Munchkin. I'll get back your Swoobat. Alright, 63% you think we're gonna get the Aerodactyl. I'd be good with that. I'd be good with that. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda want to get the Swoobat first, just because there is a couple of extra steps in the Swoobat checks. If we could get the Swoobat, I could literally just lean back and relax and just double hunt Aerodactyl. Joyce, I was doing pretty good, but now that you're here, I'm doing fantastic. So anyone got any big plans for the day? I'm going to try and watch a few more episodes of House of the Dragon. I probably won't get all the way caught up, but maybe I'll get close to finishing season 1 today. And then I think I'm going to jump into the bear. No plans for Mighty Munchkin. Nice, chill day. Love it. That's what Sundays are for. Trying to finish season 14. Then, after you left yesterday, Aerie came in, and I gotta tell you, because I thought it was so adorable. Aerie came in after you left, and the first thing she said was, Zen's been watching Teen Titans, and I've been rewatching it, and him and I have been talking about it, and I'm loving it. I just thought that was adorable. She was so excited. I haven't watched anything, Cheese. It's been on the list for a while, but I finally gotten through enough things that were on the list that I can start putting it on there. Shiny Spoink, nice! Congratulations, Lysic. You finished Fallout? I still gotta watch that too. I heard you don't need to know anything about the games in order to enjoy it, which is good. We've been talking about X-Men 97. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, she said she finished X-Men 97. I told her that she had to DM me her thoughts, and she hasn't yet. I'm going to have to yell at her for slacking. You know about what you call the shameless effect. I'm assuming by shameless you mean the TV show. I know that the one guy in The Bear is played by the same guy that played Lip. I never finished Shameless. I think I got one season left to do. I really like that show though. But what's the shameless effect? Might get to 12K resets today on Suicune. You can do it. You really enjoyed it? You think I will too? Okay, yeah, that's on the list as well. What other popular shows I haven't watched yet are on the list? Man, I have some confessions I could make to chat right now where I don't know if you guys would even like me anymore. Loops with the hashtag Larvesta Swarm. Are we getting a Larry Larvesta raid? Have you watched enough to know there's times in that series where you have to sit down, breathe, and watch something else to reset the mental... Oh, I know what you mean. Joyce with the Larvesta Swarm. Barrascuda with the Larvesta Swarm. We getting a Larry Larvesta raid. Named her Bubble. Aw. Underrated nature guesses. Was it relaxed? There's Larry. What's going on, Larry? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh, Rosie. Rosie, we made it like almost a whole like 3 days with you using your name. Thank you so much, Larry, for the raid. How was the stream? What'd you have going on? Calm. Okay. Calm nature. You slept 8 hours and 7 minutes yesterday. That's a lot of sleep. She was great. Doing some more Stardew Valley. Been heavy into it again. Okay. I feel like I'm the only person in the community that doesn't play Stardew. Everyone's always talking about how wonderful of a game it is. You slept for about half an hour last night. Rosie, what the heck? You need to sleep more than that. I got about 5.5 hours sleep last night, and I know I'm in for one heck of a nap here in a few hours. You never touched either, Zen? Alright, you and me against the world, buddy. Mom's gone gaming coming in on that Larvesta Swarm. What's going on, Moms? How you been? Too busy changing your name. Oh my gosh, she's absolutely savage. Thank you for the gift, Mighty Munchkin. I'm going to send one back. Oh, and you sent me a Meltan sticker too. That's cool. Moms with the 6-month member flex. Hey, everyone, just going back to sleep. Get some good sleep there, Moms. Thank you so much. Can we get some hype for Moms? Let's play. I'll start my streaming debut with you and we will have a cheese farm. Could you imagine? The big cheese and hefty cheese farm. That'd be a lot of fun. Larry with the 10 months of membership. You've got that as well. Let's go. Substep. Well, I'd rather not explode at all. Also not a huge fan of the language in that message. But I guess if I had to choose one or the other, I guess I'd drink the strongest coffee because at least I'd be able to enjoy some yummy coffee before I die. And Sir Fernando gifting out a membership. Going to Mighty Munchkin. What a snipe. Thank you to the new sub. I just saw that sub number went up. Oh, you can see that now? You can see that on mobile now? You can see the gifted memberships. It's awesome. That's really good. I do know they've been making a couple of updates with the mobile streams the last couple of weeks. I didn't know that was one. Thanks for letting me know that, Rosie. I also know that in some streams now, you can click on links, but not here yet. Fernando's snipes are always on point. Froakie! Hello, Froakie. Yobi Lorcan, thank you for the lurks. Mighty Munchkin with the 5-month membership badge. Since we're doing milestones, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Mighty Munchkin. Considering that I only speak English, this whole stupid meme is not going to work. Fernando gifted another membership and Lysek picking it up. Oh, you know what? When I was going off on my rant about this whole English or Spanish thing yesterday, I forgot to mention something really important. To all those out there that do the English or Spanish meme in live streams, you may not know this. As a mod, I've realized this. Whenever you guys do the punchline, YouTube automatically blocks it, so no one sees it anyway. Your message is never shown, it's always hidden. So, it doesn't work. Mighty Munchkin with the mighty member flex. I like that. You're too old to understand internet memes. Fernando, I finally broke down on Friday and did some research. So no, it'll say, like, it'll post English or Spanish, but then the follow-up line never gets posted. So if you don't know what's going on, all you do is you see random people saying English or Spanish, and that's it. Which, I mean, within itself is nothing. And my answer to that would be, well, I only speak English, so if I have to choose between one or the other, I'm going to go with English. It is dumb. They did, but I don't think it has anything to do with the meme, Rosie. I don't think it's blocked because of the meme. I think it has to do with the other words and the phrasing of the rest of it. After doing grown-up stuff, don't you just hate being a grown-up sometimes? Absolutely, Kieran. I want to wear my footy pajamas and eat Fruity Pebbles in front of the TV. And my biggest concern is whether or not my friend is mad at me because I wouldn't let him play with my Transformers. Yeah, Cheese, go for it. Exactly. So Cheese just put, "You're gay," and the message was automatically hidden. It's all about phrasing. YouTube's algorithms are able to tell when something can be implying something negative. Same, that one was hidden too, Cheese. Can I try it? We don't need to try it. It's going to do the same thing. No, that word is not blocked. It's all about the context and phrasing. Yes, Cheese, that was hidden. And also, I'm going to say it one more time because today's the last day I get to say it. Kudos to the entire internet community for making a homophobic meme popular during Pride Month. Good job, everybody. Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. The bird is the word. What's going on, Lily? I'm doing well. How you doing? The irony writes itself, right, Zen? Yeah, Rosie, exactly. And, you know, I don't know if it makes it better or worse, but what really bothers me is the fact that there are so many people doing that without really understanding what it is they're doing or saying. They're just repeating it because they've heard other people repeat it. You know what I mean? Fernando, I'm going to explain it to you because I think it's important that people know this. I think it's important that people understand what things mean instead of just repeating some nonsense they hear on the internet. So the whole thing came from a TikTok channel from a man that lives in a community that is pretty much bilingual. Pretty much everybody in the community speaks both English or Spanish. Or, I'm sorry, both English and Spanish. And so what he would do is he would go to public places like shopping malls and walk up to random people and say English or Spanish. And people would immediately stop and think about it because they're bilingual. So they're like, okay, well, which one do I speak in more often? And so they stop and they think about it for a second. And while they're thinking about it, this guy would follow up and say, first one to move is gay. And instantly, in most cases, some inherent social homophobia, masculinity thing would take over, and these people would like stop like statues, afraid to move because they didn't want to be called gay. It's dumb. First off, it does say something interesting about how society views homosexuality. That somebody just saying that if you move you're gay will actually literally stop someone like a statue. That's kind of embarrassing for society. But here's the thing. Like I said, it only works if you're talking to bilingual people. If you ask someone that only speaks one language like me, it doesn't mean anything because I don't have to make a choice. It's obviously going to be English. No offense to Spanish-speaking people out there, but I don't speak Spanish. So if it comes to English or Spanish, I'm going to say English. And secondly, the follow-up sentence, first one to move is gay, or if you move, you're gay. One, no, it doesn't. Second, the message is getting blocked by YouTube. So it's just pointless. Anyway, I'm done. I just think there's a lot of people just repeat things that they hear without understanding the context behind it. W-Stream, my dude, thank you so much, Charizard. You're offended I don't speak Spanish? Look, that's on me. That's my fault. That's one of my flaws. I'm not a perfect person. The one thing keeping me from being perfect is speaking Spanish, and I understand why you're upset, Froakie. You'll say Japanese for the heck of it? That's a good idea. You just subbed? Thank you so much for the sub, Charizard. I saw that sub count went up. My goodness, maybe my little internet rants aren't as much of hot takes as I think they are. Only Spanish you know is BOH Spanish? Exactly, Lily. Exactly. There's that notification coming through. Thank you so much, Charizard Y. In my opinion, the best of the Mega Charizards. I'm not a perfect person. That's a good song. That's a good song, Fernando. Yeah, I don't care if people think that Hoobastank is like overplayed or a meme or whatever. I mean, they did overplay the heck out of that song when it came out. Still a good song. There's many things I wish I didn't do. You got taught Spanish in school and you actually hate it because you had to go do a GS or GCSE in it? What's a GCSE? Back of how Spanish phrases learned while working in the food industry. Ah, gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just one subscriber away from hitting our sub goal of 1740. Just want to put that out there. GCSE is like high school SATs. Gotcha. Thank you, Kieran. Kieran, you are the best British translator ever. I really appreciate you. I finally understand what the heck Harley May is talking about thanks to your translations. Yeah, Tesh, you need to get into college. Yeah, here in the U.S., those would be the SATs and or the ACTs. But I'm with you now. I got you, Lily. Even you don't know what Carly's talking about? Yeah, but you make good guesses. What's up, Slurpee Squad? You don't think she knows? She might not. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Come on, Swoobat. She rambles sometimes. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear that, Slurpee. You dropped a like and got us to 25 for realsies? Are we at 25 likes now? I guess that means we need a new like goal. Oh my gosh! What the heck just happened to the sub count? It jumped up to 1741. I was not expecting that. Thank you guys. Jeez, you're my US counterpart and I'm more than okay with that. That's incredible. Mighty Munchkin, thank you so much for the like goal. Alright, so here we go. The ranking for X-Men. Number 1, the animated series. 2, X-Men 97. 3, X-Men Evolution. 4, Wolverine and the X-Men. Didn't watch the X-Men anime or the 60s show. 60s show? Is there a 60s show? Rasford P. Jenkins, what's going on? Good to see you. James, yes, we got the shiny Cherubi last Saturday at, I want to say 1,294 cherries. 1,765 total trees. You gotta go. Lysic, have a great day. Good to see you. Do I watch the Pokemon series? I watched the Indigo League. I watched Orange Islands. I watched probably the first 30 or so episodes of Johto Journeys. And then I graduated college and I would catch other like random episodes over the years, but didn't really watch it regularly again until Pokemon Journeys came out on Netflix. I've seen a handful of the movies, not nearly all of them, but you know, probably like 7 or 8 of them. Oh, okay, Zen, gotcha. It was so good. Yeah, I really enjoyed Indigo League. I'm still upset that after all these years, Netflix still only has like the first 50-something episodes of Indigo League. I think it only goes up to... I want to say the Breeding Center Secret is the last... Or Secret of the Breeding Center, whatever it's called. I think that's the last episode. Which is pre-Koga, I think? Have I watched Newtown Strikes Back? I have no... Oh, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yes, I have seen that. I saw Newtown Strikes Back. I was like, what's Newtown? Some sort of like hip popular boy band? Yeah, Mewtwo Strikes Back. That was a good movie. Reeves, what's going on? Yeah, that's true, Zen. That's true. I wish there was a place where, a legal place where I could just go in and stream like the entire Pokemon series. Because there's some series in particular I'd really like to watch. I did not watch the Gen 4 series, the Diamond and Pearl arc, if you will, and I would like to check that out. You tend to rewatch Pokemon Movie 2000, first movie in forever. Those are all good ones. So I watched the first 4 movies. I watched the original Pokemon movie, 2000 with Lugia, Pokemon 3 with Entei and the Unknown, and Pokemon Forever with Celebi, right? And then I caught a handful of other movies. The Dark Ride movie, was the Dark Ride movie and the Lucario movie the same thing, or are that 2 different movies? I caught the Secrets of the Jungle movie, whatever that one was called, with Zarude and the Shiny Celebi. I watched... something else. You'd Still Cry? Yeah, it's definitely got some... Pokeflix has everything on it. Is it legal, Fernando? Different movies. Okay, well, I watched both of those. I did not watch Arceus Chronicles. Mewtwo Strikes Back looks real and fake at the same time. That's true. I did see the Detective Pikachu movie. I did see that. I thought it was pretty fun. However, I realized that making like real life Pokemon, some of them are super cursed. Some of them are just disgusting. Alright, I gotcha, Cheese. I gotcha. Come on, Swoobat. Real life Pokemon either scare the poop out of you or you fall in love with them. You know what? Mr. Mime actually didn't bother me that much, Froakie. I know a lot of people talk about Mr. Mime in that movie. He didn't bother me so much. I think Lickitung was easily the most disturbing. You've watched all of Kanto, most of Johto, half of Hoenn, most of Sinnoh, all of Black and White, X, Y, Sun, Moon, skipped Journeys, and haven't watched Horizons. Rosie, thank you for the lurks. It bothered you hard. Oh my goodness. I haven't had enough coffee yet. I think we're going to take this up to 510 and 310, and then I'm going to go on a quick break. Latios and Latios in it. I know which movie you're talking about, Slurpee Squad, but I have not seen that one yet. Like, for several years, the extent of my Pokemon movie watching was if I happened to have Cartoon Network on Saturday night and they were having a Pokemon movie premiere. I'd be like, oh, cool, new Pokemon movie. Let me check it out. Like, that was the extent of it. So I saw random ones. You're hunting Clobbopus. I love that shiny so much, Reeves. Clobbopus and Grapploct. Hoopa no. I didn't see that one. You haven't watched the anime ever since Pikachu lost to level 5 Snivy? Yeah. I mean, look, I love Pokemon. The anime is, it's goated. It's legendary, right? But the suspension of disbelief sometimes with that show. I mean, it's rough sometimes, right? I mean, even going way back to you can go way back to the Indigo League days. I mean, Pikachu beating the Onix when battling Brock because he set off the sprinkler system and then electrocuted him. The classic battle against Rhyhorn, or Rhydon. I think it was Rhydon, and Pikachu winning by aiming for the horn. I mean, there's just some things you can't make excuses for. Dang, Zen! Oh my gosh! You know what? We've gotten enough likes already. That is the most brutal thing ever. That immediately gets pinned. You phased on a Liepard yesterday while doing the hunt and only 49 encounters. Liepard's a beautiful shiny too. Was that a new one for you, Reeves? Oh, I'm sorry, Sleepy Squad. Yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Poliwhirl. This guy right here. Poliwhirl's my favorite Pokemon of all time. There was a new one? Nice. Yeah, I think that's a gorgeous shiny. It's got that, like, almost purplish red color to it. What do you call that? Is it like a maroon? All right, I'm going to do one more check, and then I'm going to go on a quick break. Now, Zen's allowed to make fun of me. He has all the rights in the world to make fun of me. If I have to choose between Poliwrath or Politoed, I'm going to go Poliwrath. Although I do like Politoed too, I just feel like it's too different to fit within the family. If I got to pick a shiny, definitely Politoed. Politoed has a much better shiny than Poliwrath. Sir Soggy Cilantro, always good to see you, bud. Now get over here, Swoobat. Alright, no shiny. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Please stick around. Feel free to hang out, chit-chat, dance, or if you want to, you know, scroll up and down on that mobile stuff. I get it. I get it. You know, who wants to watch a blank screen for 5 minutes? But I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'll hopefully see you soon. Sir Fernando's in charge while I'm gone. See you in a couple. Okay, I'm back. Hello, children. You got foods? What food you got, Larry? Thank you again to the new subscribers. We hit our sub goal of 1740 today. I wonder how close we can get to 1750 before we end. Oh, you're 10 times hunting the Deoxys? That's smart. You selected both will shine at the same time. Lobo, you're just incredible. 6 eggs, 4 pieces of toast turned into 2 sandwiches. That sounds delicious. You put anything on that, or just egg and bread? And Larry, thanks again for the raid. That was really nice. Oh, Soggy, I didn't know that you had a Game Boy operator too. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. God, I love the Game Boy operator. Big shout out to Sax for telling me about that a couple of years ago. Or I guess it was probably early 2023 he told me about that. When did I start the Mew hunt? I got it a couple weeks before we started the Mew hunt, whenever that was. Brown sauce, it sounds delicious, Kieran. Is it gravy? Are you trying to say gravy? What's a Game Boy operator? The Game Boy operator is this magical device. You just plug your Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games into it. It connects to your computer via a USB cable, and you can play your Gen 1, 2, and 3 games on your computer. It's all legit hardware. You plug in the actual physical cartridge, and then you play it on your computer. Soggy, I did the same thing. Well, not exactly the same thing. I've been working the last several weeks transferring Pokemon from Emerald over to Fire Red with Premier Balls attached to it. Yeah, and Zen, I'm hoping that eventually they'll make a Game Boy operator for DS games. I think that'd be really cool. Described as Worcester sauce. I said that completely wrong. Worcester sauce. Worcestershire. Worcester. There's so many ways to pronounce it. You know, I suppose that ketchup is a sauce, but it's weird to see it written out as ketchup sauce. Worcester. add Shiny Charm to your black and white 2 copies, but you need a mod 3DS and save states. Yeah, I'm working on a long-term project, Zen, about getting my Shiny Charms on black 2 and white 2. But in order to start that, what I'm doing right now is I'm slowly grinding through Diamond, because there's going to be a lot of Pokemon I need to transfer up from Gen 4 in order to complete the National Dex. Because I would like to eventually be able to do a shiny hunt on black 2 and white 2. I've never done a Gen 5 shiny hunt before. I think it would be cool to do one in the games where the shiny charm was first introduced. But it's going to take forever. Check number 517 was not shiny on the Aerodactyl. Like, I'm figuring at the earliest, I might be ready to start a shiny hunt in Black 2, White 2 in 2025. You're off work on Tuesday, so you're planning to get into post-game and BDSP so you can reset for Roji Gigas? Nice. You're almost done with your shiny badge quest and platinum. Just need Scyther for your last team member. Fernando, you're so incredible. You shiny hunted Zen mode Darmanitan in black. Nice. I don't have a lot of Pokemon left that I need to shiny hunt from Gen 5, but I'm thinking I might try and do either Yamask, Darmanitan, or not Darmanitan, Darumaka. Yeah, Yamask, Darumaka, Maractus, Purloin. I know I'm probably missing a few, but that's all I can think of at the moment. Soft resets are fast, and Double Grass is very good. Also, a lot of great options available as well. Plus, isn't there the thing with the what do they call it? In Gen 7, it was like the Roto Powers. What was it called in Gen 5? Because I didn't learn until Zen. I think you were the one that told me, like last year, that there's a power in the Gen 5 games that can increase the shiny chance. Most forgettable Pokemon? I forgot who that is. O-Powers, that's it, O-Powers. O-Powers, Past Powers. Oh wait, yeah, I think it's is it O-Power in Gen 6? Is it Past Powers in Gen 5, O-Powers in Gen 6? Something like that. It works weird. Rotom Power sounds like a bad 90s Saturday cartoon ripoff. It does, actually. You're right about that. Speaking of Saturday cartoons, all right, we got a lot of people from a lot of different ages in the chat right now, so I think this would be a cool kind of cross-section to poll. It doesn't have to be your absolute favorite, but give me one or two of your favorite Saturday morning cartoons when you were growing up. Miles to go. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Oh, it's true, Cheese. It's true. There was a lot. There was about 1 billion Ninja Turtles clones. There was about 1 billion Power Rangers clones. Miraculous. I haven't heard of that one. There's so many options to name here. You know, a couple that pop into my head immediately, other than obviously like the, comic book cartoons like Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man. A couple ones that pop out in my head right away. Eek the Cat. Eek the Cat was incredible. Ninja Turtles, obviously. Samurai Jack. That's such a great show. I got Samurai Jack on Blu-ray, all 4 seasons. Is it 3 seasons or 4 seasons? The original series plus the additional season they released on Adult Swim. It's a great series. I liked Jackie Chan Adventures was really good. Tasmania. Ooh, Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends was a good one. No, there it is. There's the Aerodactyl. There's the Aerodactyl, baby. Look at that. 523 encounters. You guys were right. 58% of you were right. There's the Aerodactyl. I'm ending this poll before you guys cheat. Alright, hold on a second. Saturday morning cartoons win again, that's right. Alright, so, Razzie, Big Cheese, you'll be proud of me. The very first thing we're going to do. Change it to today. Now, the Aerodactyl spawns here every day, but today's weather was hail, so I had to move it back a day. Alright, so I already know that this thing doesn't have any self-damaging moves, but I'm going to double check myself before I double wreck myself. It's got Giga Impact, Hyper Beam, Agility, and Stone Edge. We're good. Ooh, alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're going to Thunder Wave it. Double checking, let's go. You knew your area was going to shine first. You were right. Sonic, Captain America, Garfield and Friend. Bobby's World! Oh my gosh, I forgot about Bobby's World. Amazing show. Why do you keep dodging the Thunder Wave? Don't do that. LOL, I don't even have any potions. That's fine, I got plenty of revives. I just don't have any potions. Your girlfriend just found 2DS and some of their stuff. One had Pokemon Diamond on it. Nice! Alright, we got the Aerodactyl paralyzed. Now we're going to switch over to Scissor. And this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time because I'm going to false swipe this thing, and rock-type Pokemon are resistant to normal moves. I forgot the soak. The soak, I forgot. I did forget to do that, Reeves. That's fine. Giga Impact's not going to do anything, and it doesn't move this turn. Alright, now we just start chucking balls. We got 74 Premier Balls. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, just keep using Giga Impact. Keep doing that. That's fine. This thing has 45 HP, or 45 PP. And it doesn't matter because we just caught it. We got it, guys. We got it. Let's get some GGs in the chat. Hefty save. I will save, Mighty Munchkin. I will save before anything else happens. Don't want to make the same mistake I did with the Excelgor. Alright, we saving. And we got it. Alright, let's get some nature guesses in the chat. What type of Pokemon is this? There's our shiny cherry, by the way. Naive, says Reeves, just like me. Bold, timid, naughty, rash, or bold? Ah, thank you, Ron. Relaxed. Oh, by the way, this right here, this is what I have left to Masuda hunt, along with a Sizzlipede that's currently in the daycare. And all of these Yamasks are perfect IVs that I found while hatching for Galarian Yamask. Gentle like hefty. Oh, I like that. Adamant, says Joyce. All right, I'm going to go with, in honor of my good friend Airy, I'm going to say Lax. I'm going to say Lax. Let's see what we got here. It's Naive. Naive. Reeves got it. Reeves guessed it. Naive like me. And look at that. We first met one another on 6/30/2024, which is today. So yes, changing the date mid-battle will change the catch date. You got it, Reeves. You're the big winner. But here's the question. Does it have a ribbon? We have yet on stream to get a soft reset shiny that has a ribbon. Is today the day? Will this shiny have a ribbon? It doesn't. But we got the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is done. The only Gen 1 I need to rehunt at this point is Kabuto. We're going to save again. And we're going to save one more time. You need your shiny. What are you going for, Miles? And we're going to put this in the front of the party. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, that's right. Male Nidoran. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Keith Stroganoff, my dear friend. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing well. Save at least 517 times for safety reasons. We should. But you know what? That's just one part of the hunt. We still need to get this Swoobat. We got about an hour left. Let's see if we can get up to... Let's see if we can get up to 400 checks on the Swoobat. And I'll just leave the Aerodactyl on the top, dancing and having fun. 523 checks on the Aerodactyl. How awesome is that? Starting off shiny Sunday right. Keith, I have to apologize to you, buddy. I feel like I have not spoken to you in a while. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I owe you a conversation. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole different world, only having to focus on one hunt. Amber, we got it. We got it, my dear. 520. You know what? I just realized that's only 6 checks past 517. It couldn't have shined on 517. Had to shine on 523. Amber, do you know what time you're going live on Tuesday yet? You know what, Reese? I should do that. I'm just going to change my my YouTube channel to Hefty 523 now. That's what I should do. Friendship will span multiple lifetimes. We need not worry about a couple weeks of missed conversation. That's so true, Keith, but I just genuinely miss you. And the reason I miss you is entirely on me, not on you. Yeah, but it's set to 12. All right. Guys, you might not know this. Our very own Dice Art Universe, Amber, is having her, 23rd birthday on Tuesday? And she's going to be doing a big birthday stream. So make sure you go check out her stream on Tuesday. You don't look a day over 22. That was 21. Well, if she is turning 21, I've seen her do some stuff that she should not have been doing at her age. Oh yeah, what time is the mani-pedi today? Is it noon? Am I making that up? It is. It's shiny day and miles to go. Now you gotta get that shiny Nidoran. You can do it. It's in 2 hours. It's noon. I was right. Welcome back, Slurpee. Tyler, as you can see from the top Switch screen, I'm doing fantastic. I haven't seen you do anything. Roast dinner, that sounds yummy. Thanks, Tyler. 3,666 checks for Skorupi, only to phase on Dunsparce. No way. We do have roast dinners. Nice pot roast, things like that. Oh, we can't let the top Switch go to sleep. That's gotta stay awake. Spaghetti night, you know how I love spaghetti. Keith, I'm sorry. What all is available in that area? Is there anything else that you could phase on, or is it just Skorupi and Dunsparce? Amber, I don't know if you're talking to me or Keith, but I certainly know that you got the Shalfa Skorupi. You're probably talking to Keith, though. I need to stop thinking I'm the center of attention. Cheese and Razzie, how proud are you of me that I remembered to change the date on the Switch? You're talking Keith, sorry, streamer. It's okay, Amber. That's entirely on me, not on you. Come on, lower. There we go. Maybe the corner rain is unlucky? Yeah, switch corners. Switch corners. It works for HTV. Big proud, thank you, Cheese. How insane would it be if we get the shiny Swoobat? This is perfect though, so this means that when we stream on Thursday, we're going to start the Deoxys hunt. Originally, I was planning on doing Deoxys on Thursday and Friday, and then going back to this hunt on Saturday. But now that we've completed this hunt, we can start on Deoxys on Thursday and just keep going until we get it. And the Deoxys hunt is going to be a big one for me and a big one for the channel, because it's going to be the first shiny that we're hunting for since we paused the Lele, and hopefully the first shiny we get since Necrozma, that's actually going to increase our shiny living dex number. Shelmet was your most hopeful phase from the spot. Keith, I hope that after the next 30 encounters, you phase on Shelmet, and then the next encounter is the shiny Skorupi. John Strecker, what's going on, bud? You know, wouldn't it be funny if after all these resets, it turns out that that Pinsir or that Tauros is shiny? Should I go check them? I think I'm gonna go check them just to be sure. Let's go check the Tauros and the Pinsir and make sure they're not shiny. God, that Aerodactyl is beautiful. Okay, Pinsir's not shiny. What are strong spawn hunts do I plan for Sword and Shield? Zen, this is crazy, alright? For the Premier decks, after the Swoobat, 0. Now, if these hunts have been things that you've enjoyed, though, if you guys have enjoyed watching me doing the strong spawn hunts, I'm totally fine with, you know, after we get a couple other hunts out of the way, just start doing these for other Pokemon, even if I don't need them. Oh no, I take it back. It just popped up in the background. I still need a Kangaskhan as well. I still need a Kangaskhan as well, but that is currently part of an ongoing race. I plan on buying Sword and Shield, but is it really good buy? Vens, I will say that the base game is a pretty decent buy. If you spend a little bit more and get the DLCs, it's a fantastic buy. The base game is all right. I'd say it's a good 7 out of 10. But with the DLC, that jumps up to a 9 out of 10. Am I sick? Yes, that's it. I'm sick. I apologize for the coughing. Got a little tickle in my throat. You love Sword and Shield. I mean, game-wise, they're great. Shiny hunting-wise, base game, I'd say 6 to 7 out of 10. Because really all you're looking at is just base odds. 1 in 4096, or if you have the Shiny Charm, 1 in 1365. But, you know, Dynamax Adventures in Crown Tundra just completely blows it open. Congrats on the Dactyl. Thank you so much, Razzie. And I remembered to change the date. Man, Team Matt, you see a shiny arrow, you sure do. Crow, how's your day going? Mr. Wolf, how's your day going? Yeah, Vens. I mean, absolutely. If you can, if you're able to fork over the other, you know, bucks to get the DLC, I would say it's an instant buy. I don't know why I tried to run from that. As with Dynamax Adventures, if you have the Shiny Charm and you catch all 4 Pokemon in the adventure, you basically have a 1 in 100 chance of getting a Shiny. Well, 1 in 25 chance if you get all 5 or all 4. And you can virtually Shiny hunt for any Legendary. I saved 3 times, Razzie. Not once, not twice, but thrice. I am flexing. I'm totally flexing right now. I want Swoobat to see the shiny Aerodactyl right above him and say, hey, maybe I should shine too. Save again for good measure. Not a bad idea. Sito, what's going on, bud? Nine more hours to go, Mr. Wolf. You can do it. You're a hard-working man. 22 Pokemon away from regular living decks on Scarlet and Violet and Pokeballs only. Nice. That's a good flex. You know, I try and catch everything in Premier Balls, but I absolutely respect the Pokeball only. That's pretty awesome. I did finish the story events, and hey, it's always awesome to have new people here, so I totally get why you're asking. I have completed the... Honestly, I've completed most of the story. So I beat the base game, I got the Shiny Charm. I've unlocked everything I need to in the DLCs, but I haven't finished all the DLC stories in the bottom game. In the top game, one of the Shiny Aerodactyl, I've beaten everything. But I bought Pokemon Sword later on, and I haven't done all the DLC content in that copy yet. Gotta go do some things, maybe back later. Good luck on the Pineapple Bat. Pineapple Bat. I never thought of that, but I like that. Thank you, Reese. Have good times with the things. Daniel, good to see you. Going to do the litter box, take a shower, and get dressed for your mani-pedi. That sounds good, Amber, but I don't think you should use the litter box. I would just recommend doing it the old-fashioned way. Give Oak some head scratches for me. T-Dog, what's going on? Good to see you. Captain America, Batman, Superman, Joker, and Wonder Woman all under the public domain in 10 to 15 years, which is crazy to you. I guess so. Yeah, because it would be about that time. How the heck are Marvel and DC going to handle that? You don't want litter in your toes for the pedicure? No, you definitely don't want that. Vens, I personally use Premier Balls. I do know people that use Quick Balls. I know people that use Luxury Balls. I know people that use Pokeballs. I know people that use whatever ball best matches the colors of the shiny. But for me, I try and use Premier Balls only. What's the light goal for today? Well, we had a light goal, but then Zen absolutely destroyed me, and I had to pin his comment. The last light goal we had was for 40. I don't know if we hit that yet. Shiny, did you get a shiny, Miles? Did you find the shiny Nidoran? You had to play through Violet just to get him right on Pokeball, though. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. Oh, you need it. Yeah, Miles, I hope you get it, buddy. You've been going for that for a while. You deserve it. Are we at 40 likes now? Had to go see the arrow. Nice. That was a pretty good reaction. Exactly, Zen. Exactly. That's why I'm a little confused about how they're going to handle that. Got a bouncer at the Waffle House. Enjoy the Waffle House Big Cheese. Let me know how many flies you saw while you were there. I love Waffle House. Maybe that's a hot take. I love Waffle House. But I've literally never been in a Waffle House where I didn't see at least a few flies flying around. You're chanting shiny to yourself. Can we get some shiny luck in the chat for Miles? Miles has been doing this amazing Gen 3 Nidoran shiny hunt for a bit. And Miles deserves some shiny luck. Venge, just because I like the design of them. I like the all white with the red trim, and if you look at the info on the Premier Balls, it says they're supposed to be used for a special occasion, and I figure, you know, shiny Pokemon are a pretty special occasion. They do have the same catch rate as a Pokeball, though. That is true. So that means when I shiny hunt, I might have to do a little bit more preparation than other people may have to, because I am at a little bit of a disadvantage there. You just got elected to the State Board of People First of Ohio. Congratulations, Tommy. That's amazing. Yeah, let's get some shiny luck in the chat for Miles. Let's get some hype in the chat for Tommy. Chem Nation, I got it. 523 checks. It couldn't have shown 6 checks earlier. But good morning, Chem. Hope you're doing well. I noticed that with the hail going on or the snow going on in the game, the top game's starting to lag a little bit. If you're hunting a Pokemon that can kill itself in one go, please tell me you use something more than a Premier Ball. Well, it depends on what the Pokemon is. If it's got like Explosion or Self-Destruct, I'm going to bring in a Pokemon that has the Damp ability, like Hidden Ability Swampert or Quagsire, which I currently have in my teams for my Lunatone Solrock hunt. If I'm going against a Pokemon that has Memento, I'm going to bring in a Pokemon that knows Memento and Imprison to stop that. If I'm going against a Pokemon that has Final Gambit, I'm going to bring in a Ghost-type Pokemon, so it won't work. Manty Matt rejoining the Poliwag party. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, so that's what I mean. That's what I mean about possibly having to do a little bit more preparation than someone that's using like an Ultra Ball or a Quick Ball. I gotta try and be ready for that stuff. And Chem Nation, with the 18 months of membership, Chem, we now welcome into our lives our second streamer baby. Congratulations to you and I. Thank you for the 18 months, Chem. You're accustomed to Gens 1 through 5. I get that. Yeah, I understand that. Absolutely. No, you and I, Chem. You and I had our second stream baby. We had our first one at 9 months, and now you and I just had our second one at 18 months. I couldn't be happier. You've proven to the entire community that you are a wonderful father. So I know everything is gonna turn out well. This started by me wanting to make Chem Nation feel a little bit uncomfortable, and now I've kind of made myself feel uncomfortable as well. No recovery time. No recovery time. I got a little bit of Irish in me. Daniel, what's up? We're all uncomfortable now. Then my goal has been complete. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're doing good on time. We can take this up to 400. Kaka, you're a Reshiram. You sure are, Daniel. You sure are. You know, I said a while ago that I kind of hoped that the Swoobat would shine first, which was true, just because it takes a little bit of extra time doing the resets on it, because I have to whistle at it. But man, how beautiful is that Aerodactyl? Do I mind hurrying up and dual hunting the bat? I do mind. Given that I got a whistle at this bat, we got like a little more than half an hour left. I don't want to take the time to set up a second hunt right now. So we're just gonna do single encounters for this for right now. Oh, Vens, no worries about that. A sub is awesome. I like subs. One of my favorite things to receive, and one of my favorite things to eat. Never feel like you gotta spend money on me. I don't want anyone to ever feel pressured to buy a membership or do a super chat or anything like that. You did the Red Blue Shiny Mew glitch the other day? Nice. That's the one that has the Game Freak OT, right? Or the GFOT, which kind of sounds like something rude to say to somebody. Like if someone stays too long at your party and you're ready to go to bed and they're still there and you just look up and say, hey, GFOT. I think that's the right thing to say. Yeah, I've never attempted that glitch. It sounds way too complicated for me. I'm not saying it's complicated. I'm saying it sounds way too complicated for me. I've heard people explain how to do that glitch, and about 5 seconds in, my eyes just go cross. Brokey, I love you too, buddy. Froky, are we making public the thing about the stuff that you're doing yet? Oh, I think Zen already left, but he just sent me a picture that's really awesome. He sent me a picture of his Marvel Legends figures. You can thank Austin John for you doing yours. Thank you, Austin John. Oh, Zen, you're still here. Yeah, I'm going to take a closer look at it in a little bit. I want to, get all the detail, identify all the figures, but I got a couple of those. I got the Gambits, but that's a really good collection. That's a really nice collection. Not yet, still crawling. Fair enough, Roki. You just let me know when that is something. I don't want to overstep my bounds, but I also want to help. You know what I'm trying to say. No one here is able to break that code at all. I'm so smart. Tired of phasing on these dang punchers. Why did I just read that as if Samuel L. Jackson said it? I'm tired of phasing on these dang launchers. That's my Samuel L. Jackson. You're welcome. You got a new YouTube channel. Congratulations, Daniel 2.0. I've been wondering, Daniel 2.0, are you the same person as Daniel Tosh 2.0? Uh-oh, Joyce might have deciphered the code. And now I feel bad. We're going to take the Swoobat up to 400, but we don't need to go to 400 because it's going to shine before that. Let's play all of them except for maybe like random characters of Skullbuster, Darwin, etc. Fair enough. Joyce speaks hefty. She do be speaking hefty. Just replaced your 2DS about 2 weeks ago, so Chain Fishing X your second shiny living dex. You need 2 Staryu, and you got 1 Staryu, and now 4 launchers. Oh my gosh. Matt, I feel ya. I feel ya. When I was working on my original shiny living dex, I got astoundingly great luck at chain fishing. Even though I'm terrible at chain fishing itself, I am like constantly hitting the button too late. Well, the game says I hit it too late. I disagree with that. when I got on a good chain, I got really lucky. Got everything I needed without phasing. When I was going for the premier decks, I phased so many times on chain fishing until I finally got what I wanted. Like, I was going for Relicanth, and I think, what was it? It was, I can't remember what was in that spot with Relicanth. It might have been, Clawitzer. I ended up with at least 2 or 3 Clawitzer phases before I got the Relicanth. Almost at 5,400. Today is going to be the day, Miles. I betcha. I don't know why I play with my mic so much. It just gives me something to do. You guys remember when I had my mic upside down for like 18 months? You've gotten very unlucky with these Reshiram paths. I'm sorry, Hassan. How many checks are you on? Did good on Clamperl, got 2 shines on phase on Remoraid, 3 Remoraid before getting the 3rd Pearl. Yikes. Larry made you hungry for eggs. After your stream, you're gonna make some? Ooh, that sounds good. Hey, Tyler, you have a great day too. 72 checks on the Reshiram, Hassan. Hopefully, it'll pop up in the next 20. How many times I replayed the game the most? So probably the game I've replayed the most would be Ultra Sun. I think I've played through that from start to finish, including all the post-game content, 6 times. It's Gen 7's my favorite gen. I played through Ultra Moon probably 4 times. Fire Red, Leaf Green, I probably played through 3 or 4 times each there too. Not for the shiny hunting, just for the fun of it. Yeah, my voice was amazing. Then after I fixed it, you're like, dang, Hefty, that's how you're supposed to sound. You know, I just think it's funny that it took me that long to realize that I have my microphone upside down. And that I was talking into the wrong end of it. Oh, okay, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. I've seen both of those accounts then. I thought maybe you had just changed your name, but now I see that those were 2 separate accounts. Yeah, because I see the Daniel 2.0 and I see the Pokemon Master Daniel. I see both of them. Zergatry barely beat the odds at 98. Well, you beat them though. It's technically under odds, which is pretty awesome. D'Lo used to have his mic backwards as well. I didn't know that. Well, Froky, to be fair, Razzie told me for months that my audio was terrible. I don't remember him ever specifically asking if I had my microphone upside down. He was right about the audio being terrible, but I mean, let's be fair, and that's not a slight against Razzie. Who in their right mind, when troubleshooting audio over somebody, would think, "Hey, do you happen to have your mic upside down?" Like, whose brain is that going to pop into? No, you're going to go to, what are the levels at? What plugins do you have into the streaming software for audio? No one's going to say, "Hey, idiot, your microphone's upside down." Your Pidgey was under eyes, one of the shortest shiny hunts you've ever done. That's awesome. Yeah, so guys, after this stream, next time you see me, we'll be hunting for Deoxys. My goal is to get it this upcoming 4th of July weekend, because what's more American than a shiny Deoxys hunt? Really, Froakie? Yours is backwards too? Now I don't feel so bad. Yeah, 1665 is incredibly lucky in that game. Base odds 190 or 1 in 8192, no shiny charm. So you can't get the odds better than 8192, and you got it in 1665. That's incredible luck right there. I'm jealous. Rookie mistake. Yes, rookie mistake. Not been streaming for over a year mistake. What'd you miss? We were just talking about how for like the first year and a half of streaming, I had my microphone upside down. Alien Hunting for the Fourth, totally American. You know what, Matt? They could even make a movie about that. Something about hunting aliens on the 4th of July. Like the president could give a speech. Show of hands, how many people here watch Independence Day on the 4th of July on a regular basis? I haven't. But I think I'm going to start doing it. I think I'm going to start making a hefty tradition. Every 4th of July, I watch Independence Day. Great stream. Gotta go, bro. Love you, bro. Even if you got to cook you from time to time, we'll talk with you later. Zen, have a great day, buddy. And seriously, that was the best burn I've gotten in a long time. I mean this as a compliment. You made me feel like Oscar. Sounds like a Fox News movie, right? If you don't know what Zen's talking about, take a second and look at the pinned comment. That is probably the best burn I've gotten in a long time. Oh, you'll get it, Miles. You'll get it. You're sure there will be an influx of sightings on the 4th, too? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, let me tell you how much I love my community. And I mean my local, actual, real-life community. I mean the area in which I live. Keeping to tradition. 4th of July fireworks started Friday night across the street. Where I live, 4th of July fireworks start the last week of June and go through the middle of July. And New Year's fireworks start mid-December and end somewhere around the second week of January. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love trying to watch a movie in my living room at 10 o'clock at night and fireworks going off. Could you imagine if we get this Swoobat in the next 36 checks? How crazy would it be to get both of these on the same stream? Yeah, I got the good kind of fireworks neighbors. Absolutely. The good ones. The good ones. Shining Darkrai Jack, what is going on? Good to see you, buddy. We were just talking about you a couple weeks ago. We were reminiscing about the olden days and when I hit 500 subs and you were my 500th sub and how exciting that was. I will never forget that. Hope you've been well. Candidate for you tomorrow? Ooh, nice. Bonkos for sure. Back here. So yeah, the next hunt we're going to do is Deoxys, and then after that one's done, I don't know how well it's going to work, but I think we're going to attempt to do the Solrock and Lunatone head-to-head matchup. With that one, it's not going to be a self-reset, it's going to be a wild encounter, but where Solrock and Lunatone are, there's always a guaranteed 2 spawns, so I'll just have to run back and forth between the 2 of them. If I'm having trouble with that, I might just whistle like I'm doing with the Swoobat. The spawns are close enough that they don't really have to move too much in order to automatically encounter you. You have to work tomorrow. It's going to be busy as heck when the parade's over and you're not looking forward to it. Yeah, I get that. Thanks, it means a lot, and I'm really happy the progress you make every time I stop and visit the streams. Like I said, man, it's always good to see you. You know, I try my best to remember everybody that comes into the streams and says hi and subs and all that. But, you know, honestly, my brain's just not too, that big. But there are certain people that I will never forget, and you're one of them. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Phantom, thank you for the Kirk Lurks. I think Ariana slept in today. She's usually here by now. Come on, Swoobat. I can't believe I have one fossil Pokemon left to get. All I need is Kabuto, and then I have all the fossils in Premier Balls except for the Gen 8 fossils. You know, given how the Gen 8 fossils work, where you combine the different pieces together, I don't think it's ever going to be possible to get them in Premier Balls. I just don't see how you could possibly wild hunt them. Plus, they can't breed. So it's going to have to be some sort of wild hunt. Let's see if we can get it here. We got 29 encounters left. Aerodactyl is officially the winner of this bout. You know, based off of the thumbnail, I thought he had a leg up on Aerodactyl, but Aerodactyl ended up taking home the win. Thank you to the new subscriber, whoever that is. I just noticed that sub count went up by 1. I don't know when, but if you're still here, if you want to say hi, I'd love to thank you in person. We did reach our sub goal of 1740 today. Now we're just making it a little bit easier to get to the next goal of 1750. I think that late night's starting to catch up with me. I think I'm due for a nap here probably in about an hour. I've been staying up late on Saturdays lately for some reason. I didn't get to bed last night until after 1. So I got about 5 hours of sleep. Are my eyes bugging, or the shiny Swoobat? Are the wings like a brown? That's late. What was I doing? Just watching TV. Nothing fancy. I was just watching TV. And more honestly, what happened was I was on the couch watching TV until about a little after midnight. Then I fell asleep on the couch, woke up a little after 1, and then went to bed. Oh, Miles, that would be crazy. That would be crazy if I got onto 523. They do look brownish. All right. I just never noticed that before. So, Swoobat really changes a lot. I mean, obviously, the first thing you notice is the head. But then the fuzzy chest area, that changes. That becomes kind of like the same color as a shiny Woobat. And then the wings become, and the feet, it looks like too, become brown. $765 eggs and still no shiny Absol. You're gonna get this, Phantom. I believe in you. Now I'm wondering if the shiny Woobat has brown wings. So Woobat's tail ends in like what looks like a pair of pinchers. Where do you think Woobat grabs with that pincher? Shiny Woobat has blue wings. Okay, interesting. It's a very odd change then. Thank you, Kem. Kem, you're so helpful at looking things up for me while I'm streaming. If you had a tail that ended in pinchers, what would you grab with it? This is one of those times I wish Shinies was here, because I'd love to hear his answer. Such a weird color assortment. It's definitely an interesting combination. But no one can say that a Swoobat Shiny is subtle. Definitely not. Alright, we're making good time. I'm getting proud of myself for estimating pretty good how many checks we can do during the remainder of a stream. That's kind of a neat skill to have. I know Kev knows what I'm talking about. He's always calling it when he realizes there's like half an hour left of a stream or 45 minutes left of a stream. He'll call like how many encounters he's going up to, and he's usually spot on. I'm finally starting to get there. So what will I hunt for next? Good question. I have off on Thursday and Friday because of 4th of July in the US. So, starting on Thursday, we are going back to Deoxys. We're going to be hunting Deoxys in Fire Red. And we'll do that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if we need to. We're gonna do it until we get it. And then after that, we're gonna come back to Sword and Shield, and we're gonna try and get the Soul Rock and Lunatone. Swoobat has no pictures. That is tail. Yeah, but I'm saying, but you see what I'm saying? Like the tail looks like it ends in pinchers. Look at the end of its tail. Look at that. It's all twisted up. Okay, then if you had a tail that was all twisted up, what would you grab with it? And I know it's supposed to be a heart at the bottom, but I mean it looks like it could grab things. Solrock and Luton have explosion. That's true, they do. That's why in the top game, the one with the shiny Aerodactyl, I have a hidden ability Swampert on the team. In the bottom game, I have a Quagsire, both of which have the damp ability. Who do you think I am? Shinies? I know what I'm doing. It's a bird, so it hangs upside down from a tree. I thought it was a bat. Oh my gosh, Chem Nation thinks that bats are birds. Guys, everyone make fun of Chem. He thinks that bats are birds. Everyone point and laugh. But yeah, you probably just hang upside down from the tree. You're absolutely right, Ken. Just did some Tyranitar raids in Pogo, and how'd that go, Husky? He's so mad at me. I just lost a friend today, guys. I just lost a friend. You fell asleep, you're back though. I had a nap that you really needed. Good. I'm glad you got a nap, Rosie. While you were gone, we got the shiny Aerodactyl. You met a fellow Pogo player and you beat, nice, nice. That's always nice when you're out playing Pogo and you find someone else that's also playing. King Saris, wow, my voice just cracked. King Saris, I'm doing fantastic. We got the shiny Aerodactyl today. I couldn't be doing any better. How you doing, buddy? And Shig Haraki, welcome on in. Sorry for not seeing your message earlier. I am terrible at reading the chat today for some reason, but hope you're doing well. Shinies you clicked on. Well, we got it a little bit ago, but I'm just leaving it up there as a flex. Wait a second, that's hair? Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be hair. Hair, what's going on? I didn't realize it was you at first. Yeah, we got the shiny Aerodactyl. It's relaxing. Plushies to arrive from the Pokemon Center website. Nice. Which ones did you order? I might have a slight addiction to the Pokemon Center plushes. I haven't ordered any in a few weeks. I'm getting an itch again. Palm Hot and Shiny Celebi. I didn't know they had those yet. Are those new? Well, I think they used to have Shiny Celebi and maybe they restocked. Yeah, I love your pun names too. I just didn't realize it was you at first. Things are so hectic sometimes. Hey, Hair, I get it. I totally get it. I've been talking a lot the last couple days about how work's been going. Work's been going well. I can't complain, but I've just been really busy, and I haven't been in streams nearly as much as I would have liked to be lately. So I feel like I'm out of the loop. So I totally get it. They're both new. Hold on, I gotta, I gotta look this up. I get through Crystal so you can do Celebi. This is gonna be your second Celebi, right? I don't think I ever want to do that hunt again. I think that's one of those I never want to do again. I also never want to do Aerodactyl. I never want to do Arceus again, but I'm going to have to because I end up having to get Arceus into Master Ball last time. They restocked the Gmax Alchemy. You heard Celery. Oh, it's not too far off. A Gen 2 Shiny Mantine, you do need to get that. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Amber, are you still here? Oh, okay. Whew. Never mind. Oh, they got a Poltergeist too. And a Sinistcha. They have Finizen. They got all the Ogre Pawns. The mythical Pokemon Celery, my favorite. Do you ever think about how when you take forever for Swoobat to encounter that you pass the shiny frame from taking too long? All the time, Cam. Oh my gosh, all the time. It's really making me nervous, that's happening because I've already done 388 checks and it hasn't shined yet. Yep, there's shiny Celebi. Snom. I don't know if I want to pay 23 bucks for Snom, but the regular plushes are cool, but they're a little pricey and they take up a lot of room. I think I'm definitely more of a sitting cuties kind of guy. That's exactly what's happening right now, King Saris. I mean, even the sitting cuties have gotten expensive, though. I mean, I get it, supply and demand, but it kind of stinks. Like every time they restock one of the sitting cuties, the price goes up. Oh, that's true, Matt. That's true. So there you go. There you go, Cam. So, I guess I don't worry about that. An error has occurred. That's awesome. I do need to get a Kangaskhan, and that price hasn't gone up yet. That's still $10.99. Oh, King Saris, what are you doing to me? Alright, I gotta close this down. I didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right, Matt. You're absolutely right. So since it's determined whenever I boot up the game, I guess with soft reset hunts like this, there's literally no frame variable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to at least get the shiny Celebi. I have to, just because you're right. That's gonna sell out quickly. But the tough part's gonna be limiting myself to just that. The only other shiny plush I have is the Zorua, the Suing Zorua. I know they rarely release shiny Pokemon on the Pokemon Center website. The frame variable is if you spawn in on the shiny frame. Right, right. But I guess I'm saying like it'd be one thing if I was encountering like something wandering around like that pincer or the Tauros in the background. Like it would have to match up when I walked close enough to it for it to spawn. If that was the right frame, right? But since I'm doing a reset, isn't it the same frame every time? Or is it not? I don't know. I'm terrible with this stuff. Matt Prokopek, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great weekend. As you can see from the top screen, As you can see from the top screen, Matty P, I'm having a great day so far. Vaporeon plushie named Lilywater. That's a good name. Exhausted from work yesterday, but doing well. You are doing well. Pretty much, yes. Okay. So yeah, like if I'm doing like a wild hunt, right? Like in my off time, I've been changing the date to July 1st to get Intense Sun and hunting for Maractus with a harvest Pokemon. So the overworld spawn rate is at like 62.5%. With those ones, it depends on if I spawn it in on the right frame, as in when I get close enough for it to spawn in, because I'm just running around like in a circle. So in that case, frames matter. In this case, since it spawns immediately as the game is started, it would spawn on the same frame every time. If I'm understanding that correctly. And I almost reset without encountering it. Dino Bird looks wonderful, doesn't it, buddy? I think it looks fantastic. Because if that's the case, that would kind of, in my mind, I'm not saying factually, I'm just saying in my mind, that would make sense as to why, on the whole, my soft reset hunts have gone a lot faster than my wild encounter hunts. Because with the soft resets, I'm removing one of the variables. Same frame, but your RNG seed is different every reset, so you're basically resetting for an instant shiny frame. Exactly, exactly. Whereas if I'm wild hunting, there's two variables, right? The frame and the seed. And I need the frame and the seed to match up. So I'm like pulling something out of the frame bag, and I'm pulling something out of the seed bag, and I'm seeing if they match. Whereas with the soft resets, I have the frame, I'm just pulling out of the seed bag to get something to match the frame I already have. Do you like this? Is this helpful? Is this helping explain what I mean? Getting charger for your GBA sounds good. Alice, hello. Had to move our flights, but still making Go Fest New York City work week next week. In between prep and filming the new movie. Very cool, Maddie P. I'm not going to ask too much about the movie. I know you got to play that kind of on the down low. I totally understand that. I'm sure there's a lot of NDAs and everything associated with that. All I'll say is I can't wait for you. I can't wait for it to be done and for you to start announcing stuff. You mixed GBA and DBS? DBS. You mixed up GBA and DS? I've done that before. I can't even say DS. We've also been playing Unite. I am terrible at Unite. People ask me, not so much lately, but people have asked me a lot in the past if I play Unite. I've tried it. I'm terrible at it. It's just not my type of game. I mean, I love Pokemon, but just the format of the game is not one that I am usually very good at or enjoy. I do keep up on the news. I always think it's cool finding out what additional Pokemon they add to the roster. Oh my goodness. Ghost Bunny coming in and scaring the absolute bejesus out of me. How you doing, Ghost Bunny? Cerulege, that's really cool. Alright, we only have one more check after this one. Not shiny. Okay, here comes the last check of the day. But before we do this last check, I have some thank yous to make. I'd like to thank, we got some good thank yous here today. I'd like to thank Amber for the $2, Mom's Gone Gaming for the 6 months, Larry Larvesta for the 10 months, Sir Fernando for the 2 gifted memberships, Mighty Munchkin for the 5 months, Mantine Matt rejoining the Poly Party, and Chem Nation for the 18 months. I'd also like to thank Larry Larvesta for the raid. That was super cool. And to our new subscribers. Oh, no. Don't worry, Miles. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. We got 2 more encounters, not 1 more encounter. No, we're going to go with 400. We're going to go to 400. For some reason, I thought we had 1 encounter left. But no, thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate you. We did hit our sub goal for the day, which is awesome. So the next stream, we're going to try and hit 1750, which is pretty neat. But, you know, and also I'd just like to thank everyone for being here. This has been a great way to start my morning, and I couldn't have done it without all of you to hang out with. We got a shiny Aerodactyl. Look at that. Look at this beautiful thing right here. Look at that shiny Aerodactyl right there. How awesome is that? But I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'm sure I will see you guys around throughout the week in the usual places. And then we'll be back on Thursday starting the Deoxys hunt. Or I should say returning to the Deoxys hunt. We already have 1,000 encounters into it. But since then, I have switched games from Emerald to Fire Red. And our goal is we're going to get the Deoxys this weekend. We might even do a thing where, like, I don't stop streaming until we get it. And then all we'll need for the shiny living dex is Tapu Lele. No shiny on the Swoobat. But thank you guys so much. You guys have been an incredible audience. Thank you for the 50 likes. Thanks for letting me know here. But everyone have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves. And do me a favor. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.